Hey everyone, Shabby here, and we are back with more of our Shabby United career mode here on Football Manager. Right, so since the last time I saw you, we have had one game in the league, which we won 3-1 against the YMCA. Won it away from home, 2 goals from Terrell Gordon making his debut, and another penalty for Dave Rakula. However, we did pick up injuries for Mario Ndong, who is now out for this game. And there's also been an injury for our, what's his name? Subash Kamara. He's got shin splints. He's out for 4 months. That's going to be a real bugger, that is. But because of that, we have to change our formation slightly here today. In today's video, though, we are doing the FA Cup first round and the FA Vars first round as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. And here we go then with the team. As you can see, we slightly changed formation. Instead of having the 2 strikers and the 1 cam, we've gone for 2 cams. So we're going to go with Adrian Doyle in goal. Yet to keep a clean sheet for the club. He'll be disappointed with that. Jermaine Nolan, a left back. In the middle then we stick with Chucky Dodgery, who's been pretty good for us so far. Alongside him though, we're going to go with Bauman in the centre this time. Of course, he was playing right back last video. And then LSD, who was playing in centre, is going to go out to right back. So we're going to give that a little bit of a try, see if that works. Then we're going to play Dave Rakula as a central defensive midfielder, sitting just in front of those defenders. Out on the left then, we have Loic Nestor. Out on the right, we have Guyana's Terrell Gordon, who made his debut in the previous match that was off camera and scored twice, so we couldn't really drop him in this one. The 2 cams today then are going to be our captain Shaquille Bailey from Barbados, playing alongside the man from Myanmar, Than Koko. And then the sole striker in today's game is going to be Montserrat Craig Mason. So without further ado, let's get into this game. Of course, FA Cup first round, so it's a big one for us. We want to get through as far as we can in this FA Cup. This team is 1 division higher than us at the moment. This pitch is square. How's that happened? Oh, this is their pitch. They've got a really, okay. That's an interesting shaped pitch. We've got the biggest pitch possible. They seem to have really wide but really short. Okay. So yeah, we've got a, the team we're playing against here, Fringstone, are 1 division higher than us. But I do think we are still the favourites for this one. I think we are a very, very strong team. And Nestor's injured now as well. Oh, bum. Because we don't have any more left midfielders on the pitch, do we? We don't have any... Right, so Terrell Gordon, can you play in the middle, Terrell Gordon? You can't. Right. This Nestor injury then has thrown a real spanner in the works, hasn't it? We're going to go with... Your match fitness is not great, is it? But Mantas Slivik... you're pretty good actually, Lithuanian. Okay, let's bring on Slivka. We're going to end up with a non-asymmetrical team though, I think, because they haven't got any width on the bench. So I think we're going to end up with maybe this. Or do I want to stick with it? This is a real mess, this is, isn't it? A real mess. Oh no, Shaquille Bailey can play left midfield. It's not ideal for him. Gordon, can you play attacking, right? You can just about. Okay. Well, we're going to go with this then, aren't we? It's not ideal, but it's going to have to be because of that injury to Loic Nestor. It's difficult because we've got a lot of games in a short period of time at the moment. We're in yellow today, by the way. Here's Coco. Turns, plays it into Slivka, into Mason. Oh, saved by the keeper. That could have been the big moment we needed there. Get that early goal. Ball comes back to Bauman. So they've got a couple of knocks as well. Their fitness is awful compared to ours. I mean, we've had to play a few players that only played a few days ago. I think next league game I'm going to have to go for a much different side just to try and rest. But we've got the FA Vars game before the next league game. Bauman now plays the big ball over looking for Bailey. Bailey gets there. Rakula now. Here's Dodgery. Here's Nolan. So the strikers are making some good runs, but no one's really seeing them at this point in time. Bailey does, though. Over the top, finding Craig Mason from Montserrat. Mason slides it home, makes it 1-0. That's what we needed. Assist for Shaquille Bailey. from Barbados. Goal for Craig Mason from Montserrat. And here we go. Finally, we needed to get ourselves in front of this one. The stadium is pretty full. This is an away game. Look how full the stadium is here at Fringstone. It shows the sort of crowd that we do bring with us. We've got a big reputation, but not much of a fan base at this point in time. So we need to consider bringing players on in the future. Well, haven't really got a lot of options, have we? We've got another striker, we've got a defender, we've got 2 defenders and a striker. Okay, Bauman forward to LSD. Here's Coco. Can he see the movement? He can't. He plays it out wide to Terrell Gordon, who brings it back towards Coco, who's lost it to Darlimple. Darlimple? It's an interesting name. Rakula. Big ball over the top, looking for Mason. Oh, looking to put in a second, but it's cleared out and goes for a corner. It's Rakula to take. Bailey heads over the top. Dodry now picks the ball up middle of the park, plays it forward to Rakula. Here's Mason, back to Rakula, back to Mason. Into Fan Coco. Back to Dave Rakula, the Fijian central midfielder. Here's Bailey. Back once again to Rakula. Can he see the ball through the middle? Bailey. Finding Terrell Gordon from Guyana. Oh, off the post. And it's cleared here by Fringstone. It's still only 1-0. A little bit iffy here and there. I mean, I'd like to get a second one just to give us that little bit of breathing room, I suppose. It's a penalty. It's another penalty. That's 3 penalties in 3 games for us now. Rakula's scored the previous 2. Can he score another? Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. There we go. Dave Rakula slams it home, makes it 2-0. His 3rd goal of the season, all been penalties. But I'm happy with that. He just blasted that straight, didn't he? Yeah, saw the keeper dive in and just played the ball straight. Very well done. Doyle plays it short to Bauman. LSD. Forward to Slivka. Here's Mason. Runs forward, finding Slivka, who completely lost it there. Napa. Dodry. Lovely. Mason. Go on, play that ball through. Does find Shaquille, but no, Bailey. The ball is a bad back pass. Fan Coco takes advantage, steals the ball, and makes it 3-0. There we go. Fan Coco makes it 3-0. And his first goal for the club. You see here, Dodry played it to Mason. Mason's pass wasn't great. Good slide tackle, though. However, it landed right at the feet of Fan Coco. Poor luck there from the Fringstone defenders. But Fan Coco was on top of things to take full advantage. And, yeah, we're struggling a bit. Oh, they're definitely struggling with fitness. We are not too bad. We're very pleased with the performance, though. Let's continue on. We have 2 more substitutes available. I feel like, I don't know, maybe we just change things around a bit in the second half. Here's LSD. Playing the big ball forward, finding Slivka. Takes it round the defender, brings it in. Takes a shot, it's saved. Price only gets it far as Mason back to Fan Coco, who gets his 2nd of the game and makes it 4-0. It was a bit of a ropey first half it was, but we're in firm control now. Fan Coco's showing what he can do. Oh, there's a very aggressive Sky Sports notification there for you. Right then. We're about the 60-minute mark now, so let's have a look. So fitness-wise, we're not looking too bad actually. Rakula is probably the one who could do with a rest. So let's just bring on Victor Cruz. I mean, it's not his correct position, but it's better than... we can just drop him back, I suppose, can't we? Let's do a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that. Why not? Let's just mix things up a little bit. And also got another substitute we can make. Let's just bring on How Long. I mean, we're winning quite considerably anyway, so How Long needs some match fitness. We can rest Craig Mason for the upcoming league games. That'll do us, I think, nicely. Right, half an hour remaining. Another highlight is upon us. Bauman. Big ball forward. No one's chased after it, though, apart from Mills, their defender. But Mills' first touch is awful. Slivka steals the ball, sends it into the middle. It's headed clear only as far as Chambers. Plays out wide to Price. Big ball across the park, but Coco tries to cut out. Almost got there. Nolan now. Big ball forward. Can he find How Long? Or Long How? He can. He finds Bailey into Coco. He's on a hat-trick, and Fan Coco gets that hat-trick as well. Nice. Very, very nice. Fan Coco, his first start. Is his first start for the club? I think it is. And he gets himself a hat-trick, which I think makes him the club's top goal scorer now, ever. In history, ever. Granted, the club has only existed for 3 games, so it's not that amazing, I suppose, but... They continue on then, 15 minutes remain. We lead 5-0 here away at Fringstone in the FA Cup first round. Can we keep our first clean sheet? Doyle does make a good save. I'm going to sneeze, I'm sure I am. Yeah. Sneeze is gone. Nolan now into Bailey. Here's Nolan once again. Here's Bailey. Long Howe, ball into the middle. It drops towards Coco, looking for his 4th goal of the game. Some guys are just not happy, are they? He wants more and more and more. Lake plays the big ball forward. It's cut. No, it's not cut out, actually. Rhodes. Back to Chambers. Big ball forward. D's there, though. Napa to Mills. It's a... Oh, God. Oh, no. We can't get a clean sheet, can we? We just can't keep a clean sheet. That was a real Sunday League football goal, that was, wasn't it, really? Look at this by Mills. It's just speculative. Hits the crossbar. Doyle is on the ground in the process of trying to save it, and then Wiggins-Thomas puts it into the empty net. 5-1. That's annoying, isn't it? But still, we've dominated the game. 87 minutes now. We've got another opportunity by the looks of it. LSD's ball into the middle. It's gone over the top of everybody. Nolan gets there. Nolan, Shaquille Bailey. There we go. Shaquille Bailey makes it 6-1 with his first goal for the club. Remember, he is one of our big players, so for him to get a goal early on is good. Yeah, it's good to get his goal-scoring boots on early. Lovely jubbly. Right, it's been a bad performance there from Fringstone, but take nothing away from us whatsoever. We have done fantastically well here today, and that's exactly what we're going to tell the lads. We're going to tell them they've done really, really well and keep them happy as we go in now to the game in the FA Vase, or FA Vase, whichever way you want to say it. Right then, here we go. Finally, Laystone and Ilfield. I don't know, their name's too long to fit in there, isn't it? I don't know, either way. We stick with Doyle in goal. Still yet to keep one clean sheet. Some dodgy goalkeeping issues here and there, you know. Jermaine Nolan stays at left back. In the middle, we stick with Chocky Dodry alongside LSD, who comes back into the centre for this game. Up the right, we're going to be given a first start for Roman Piatov, the Ukrainian. Dave Rakula sticks in that central defensive midfield spot, which is he's very much made his own at this point in time. We bring back Mario Ndong on the right after coming back from his injury. On the left, then, we have a debut for Brian Navas. Mainly just because I wanted to rest a few of the others that were struggling a bit. We can't really drop Fankoko after that hat-trick, can we, really? Alongside, of course, Shaquille Bailey. And your striker today up front on his own is going to be Mr. Craig Mason. So here we go. FA Vase first round. We are heavy favourites by all accounts. So we should be winning this match without any problem at all. Let's see how we get on. Obviously, we want to make it through to the next round. Which we should do. Okay, this is home, you can see, because our pitch is a lot bigger. More space for us to move around in. Nolan, here's Rakula. Finds Mason with that great ball through the middle. Mason's shot just wide. That's a good promising start, though. We have a throw-in now on the far side. Nolan finds Mason. Problem is with Mason being out there is we've got one striker up front. We need him in the box, really. Although we do have Fankoko and Shaquille Bailey. And Don, great bit of work by him. The Gabonese right midfielder puts the ball just wide. 2 yellow cards for them already. They're struggling. We've sort of mixed and matched a little bit just to try and keep people quite fit and healthy where we can. They've got a couple of players, good, Solokov, that have pretty low fitness to start things off with. LSD on the volley, plays it back to Fankoko. There we go, there's a goal. Fankoko gets himself another one in the FA Cup. Assisted by LSD. Well done. LSD was a fantastic shot by him. Realised the angle was against him and played it back to Fankoko, who puts it into the back of the net. Fankoko. Back to Rakula. Out wide to Nolan. Navas's ball in. Weren't bad, but it's cleared by Harvey. Great ball over the top, finding Walters. They could equalise here, you know. Oh, great bit of work there by Dodgery. Fantastic defending. We know how good he is, and there he is showcasing it once again. Alright, so we lead 1-0 still. It's been a bit of a closer game than we expected, though, to be honest. Leighton Stone is doing pretty well. Fankoko plays that ball forward. It's Mason now. The counter-attack is on here. Mason has great pace to take it away from one. He's only got 1-9 between him and the goal. Great ball across, finding Shaquille Bailey. Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal. That would have been so, so good. Rakula's ball in. All the way over the top. Mason Gets there, but Waters kicks it clear to Leonard. Back to Ray. Sokolov, now good. To Dolan. Finds Guan. Is that his name? Mihi. Yeah, Leystone's actually been... Leytonstone, sorry. Have actually been a lot more involved in this than we expected. Navas, though, good cut out. Finding Fankoko. I would like another goal just to secure things here, I think. Shaquille Bailey slides the ball through to Mason. That was an awful shot. Terrible shot that was, really. He sort of took a touch out wide first before hitting it. I'm not quite sure why he did that, to be honest. But now he gets in from the corner. Mason heads it just over the top. That's me saying about how bad his shot was. I'm assuming it actually probably was a... I'm assuming it was a deflection, wasn't it? That's why it went out for a corner. Rakula, big ball in. It's headed clear. Fankoko is going to pick it up, though. Big ball into the middle, looking for Bailey. Harvey heads it clear as far as Ginn. Harvey, big ball forward. Dodgery, great bit of defending. No Dodgery defending here. Dodgery from Bhutan. I think he's one of my favourite players already. I'm only like 3 or 4 games into this, but he already is one of my favourite players, I'll tell you. Bailey, back to Rakula. Big ball to I think Mason might have been offside there, but it's been allowed to sit on Mason with a shot. Saved by Morrison. It's only 1-0 at half-time. We have dominated the game, though. 16 shots to their 5. But, yeah, it's a little bit of a worry so far, I must admit. So I'm pleased how things are going. Keep it up. We want to get another goal. Just give us a bit of breathing room because we have conceded in every game so far. We don't want to concede here and get knocked out early. Oh, great ball. Early in the second half, Rakula sets Mason free. Mason took the shot, but again, he put it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. So, 55 minutes gone. And, did okay. I think I'm going to bring on Ruslan Serdar for his debut. Could do that. Just rest Rakula a bit because he's been playing a lot recently. He's had no time off. Might be a little bit risky. But I think we still have enough on the pitch to win this game. Shaquille Bailey, don't pass it, mate, because he's offside. Shaquille Bailey! Wow, that hit the post and went really high, that. .66 minutes gone, we have a corner. Shaquille Bailey, ball in. Comes loose to Dodgery. And Dong. Back to Dodgery. Finding Bailey. Navas. Gets taken off him. Waters with the clearance. Only as far as Piatov. Plays a big ball forward looking for Ndong. Who loses it to Good. And there's a bit of a break on here, you know. A bit of a break. We're doing okay, though. I think we're just about on top of things. Big ball forward. Harvey cuts it out. Serdar steals it. Fankoko to Mason. Oh, Mason takes it past the last defender. Can he make it 2? He does. Craig Mason with a goal. And now we have a bit of breathing room finally. I was getting a bit worried there for a second, I must admit. We needed that breathing room, really did. Good bit of play, really. And Mason showed his ability there to get past the last man and put it into the corner. And look how empty the stands are. We still haven't built up a much of a fan base yet. We're still pretty early in this career mode. We're going to build a fan base as we go along. Come on, let's make this our first clean sheet. Fankoko steals it. There we go. It's a 2-on-2 attack here now. Fankoko. Look at number 11 out there in tons of space. Shaquille Bailey now stealing the ball. Goes out wide. Is he going to cut it across or is he going to go for goal? He's going to go for goal and Shaquille Bailey gets the goal. It's 3-0 here to Shabby United over Leytonstone and Ilford, I'm guessing. Because I can't see the whole name. It was a good ball. Good header by Good, but it wasn't going to go too far. And Bailey just showcased his ability. He's a fantastic player, Shaquille Bailey. I think he's going to be one we're going to struggle to keep a hold of long term. He might outgrow us, but we're going to take full advantage of him while we have him. And here he is again now with a free kick. Into Dodry. Chocky Dodry with his first goal for the club as well. Assisted by Shaquille Bailey. What a lad. What a lad. I'm a big fan of Dodry. It wasn't the best of shots, to be honest. It was straight at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was only able to palm it into the back of the net. Right, let's make a couple more substitutions now. We can bring on Victor Cruz at left back. And let's bring on Long Hao as a striker as well. Let's just rest a few people. The fixture congestion has already started. It's Leytonstone and Ilford. That's the words I'm trying to say. Oh, Cruz off the line, just on the pitch, and he's just saved us potentially getting our first clean sheet. The ball bounces forward now. Here's Bailey, who runs it forward. Bailey's doing really well here, but he loses it to Harvey. He just went a bit too far. Oh, Long Hao hits the post. Bailey to take the corner. Sends it in. Dodry once again with a header towards goal. Saved by the keeper though. Had 32 attempts on goal in this game. And Dong and Piatov linking together well at the right back position. Forward to Shaquille Bailey. Into Fankoko from Myanmar, who plays a big ball forward, finding Long Hao. The Vietnamese striker is in. And it's saved by Morrison over the bar. Goes out for a corner though. There is the corner. Donaldson gets it clear. Right, 88 minutes gone. And there we go. 4-0 victory in the bag. We're through to the second round of the FA Vars as well. Shaquille Bailey with the man of the match. Again, it was a really good game. We played a few new people today. And everyone impressed. There we go. Well done, lads. Right then. So, I'm going to push forward a bit, you know. I think it looks like we're going to win these first round matches pretty easily. So I might push on now and get us towards some of the second round matches. Or shall I? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the schedule. Okay. So we got FA Vars second round and FA Cup second round there. I'll tell you what then. What we're going to do is I'm going to play the All English Trophy game off camera, as well as this HMS Hawkins and Bedford United and Valerio game. And we'll come back next time for the first round of the Bright Stars the Bright Stars Shield, should I say, sorry. And the second round of the FA Cup against Binfield. Where are Binfield? They're up in 8. No, they're not, sorry, up in 8. Sorry, they're up in 7A. So they're 3 divisions higher than us. So that should be a bit more interesting. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. We'll see you again in a couple of days' time then. And like I said, we'll have these 2 big cup games for you. The league looks pretty simple, so I'm going to push on and win it. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.